All rise for the jury.
She wasn't walking down a dark alley. She wasn't at the wrong place at the wrong time. She was in her own home. It wasn't random. It wasn't unpredictable. It was the nightmare she had seen coming. Welcome back to another episode of Justice 4. We are your host.
I'm Jackie.
And I'm Sam.
What the fuck?
You're welcome. We're going to get into some shit. I hope you're ready.
Okay. Why do you keep bringing us stalking cases?
I actually don't know. I realized that. I had a lot of stalking cases.
Yeah.
Lately.
Okay. Well, okay, so you guys know we get to look at the pictures before we start recording, and that's about all the info we give each other. There was a few pictures she wouldn't let me see, because apparently we give it away. I saw, like, a brief smidgen of one.
I literally did, like, boop!
So, I'm not entirely sure where this is going. I'm excited.
This was a really high-profile one. I'm not going to lie to you.
I know.
So, I think you're going to know it, but I don't know at what part it's going to click for you.
Okay. I'm ready.
Let's get it.
Are you ready?
Are you?
I was talking to them.
Are you ready?
I don't think they're ready. Not for this jelly.
I don't think you're ready for this jelly. I don't think you're... Okay.
Now that you've been serenaded, let's begin.
Yes. It is Valentine's Day in 2020. Michael Herman was asleep. He was living in Amie Harwick's house. He lived on the ground floor while Amie had the top floor, and the middle floor was a shared space.
So we're roommate situation, not dating?
Correct.
Okay.
Roommate situation. It is 7 p.m. Some people don't go out on Valentine's Day, and you know what? That's okay.
No, go out like the weekend before or the weekend after.
Yeah.
Because restaurants are busy all weekend.
It's so expensive.
And
also,
it's expensive.
They bump up their prices.
Oh, yeah.
I live for February 15th for the half-price candy.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Anyway, Michael was asleep. 7 p.m. Good for him. Good for him.
I mean, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Then, around 9 p.m., he was woken up by the sound of glass being broken. He didn't think anything of it. He thought maybe Amy's cat broke something. Whatever. He rolled over and went back to sleep.
Cats are assholes.
Yeah,
it's valid.
Man. Yeah, they are. Then, at about right after 1 a.m., Michael was woken up by a woman's blood-curdling scream, followed by a loud thud that sounded like someone had fallen. He didn't think anything about it at first, but then he kept hearing Amy's scream. He knew it was Amie. He said it sounded like she was yelling for help, but like she was also choking. At this point, he realizes that Amy's in danger. So what did he decide to do? He frantically looked for his phone because he wasn't actually sure where it was. He had no idea where it was, so he decided to just start yelling Amy's name.
Sir, it is 2020. You went to bed at 7 p.m. Why is that shit not plugged in on your nightstand?
I feel it. But even after the yelling, the struggling didn't stop. So since he couldn't find his phone and his yelling wasn't really stopping anything, he decided to run outside to a neighbor's house to try to use their phone. That first ring picture where you brought up Patrick Frazee, that was Michael on the knocking at the neighbor's door.
You know, did it not occur to him to go and check on Amie?
Girl, I understand. I thought the same fucking thing. Okay.
You are a man. You are a full-grown, not to be sexist here, but like we don't tell the women to go running towards the screaming, but you're a full-grown man.
Period.
Be one.
Period. He was caught on the ring footage trying to ring the doorbell and knock, but no one came to the door. So he hopped over a metal fence. At first I thought it was a chain link fence, but I found out it's like those metal fences that have like the rods sticking out.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. So he
Like
hopped
a wrought
over.
iron fence kind of thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Like that.
So Homeboy is going to go through the effort to jump one of those fences, but didn't just go upstairs and check on Amie.
Correct. So he hopped over this fence, cut his hands while he sprinted in the neighborhood, stopping at another house with no luck. But then there was a guy walking on the sidewalk, and he was on his phone.
At 1 a.m.,
At 1 a.m.
1:30, depending on how much running around we're doing.
1 a.m. So Michael raced over to him, begged him to call the police, telling him there was someone inside his house that was hurting his roommate. They called 911 at 1:11 a.m. Girl, I feel the frustration. Trust me. Trust me.
I don't like Michael.
Police and paramedics show up and find Michael on the street where he called. They headed back to the house and started walking around like the back of it, just like to try to clear the place. And they see Amie lying on the ground below her third-story balcony, clinging onto life. Paramedics get her into the ambulance and rush her to the hospital. Unfortunately, she was pronounced dead at 3:26 a.m. Her autopsy showed that she has injuries that indicated the fall from the balcony, as well as many bruises throughout her body, as well as more bruises and lacerations on her neck. The cause of death was not due to the fall, but from strangulation.
Okay.
Back at the house, they are trying to figure out what happened and gather as much evidence as they can. They noticed that there was some furniture moved and flipped over, so there was definitely some type of struggle. There was also some blood splatter around, as well as some drops, like actual drops, not just splatter, near the French doors of the patio. Her jacket, purse, and wallet were all on the floor of her bedroom, like it was like dropped and things fell out. Her phone was on her bed, like how you kind of just like toss your phone. But her bed sheets were all a mess.
Okay.
Like someone was in the bed prior. There was also a bunch of beads kind of just like spilled everywhere. They also determined that she was strangled with a rosary.
Okay, I was about to say like a beaded bracelet or a necklace that broke in
And it
the
was
struggle.
probably broken in the process, hence the beads everywhere.
Or he tried to strangle her with it.
Correct. It was broken in the process of the strangulation.
Oh, I thought you just meant like in the process of like the whole struggle.
Nope.
Gotcha, yeah.
Nope. There was also a syringe that was full of yellow brownish substance. However,
Dexter status.
there was no sign of a forced entry. So
Gasp. I am shocked.
So, who the fuck could have done this?
I have a guess. Is it Michael? Did Michael do it?
First and foremost,
Because this story is bullshit.
First and foremost, they zoned in on Michael. Why, you may ask?
Because the story doesn't make sense.
He also had blood on his shirt, and he didn't have keys, even though he said he lived at the house.
The fuck?
They took him in for the interview, and he told them everything that I have already told you. Also, I already mentioned that when he jumped that fence, he cut his hand, which caused the blood on his shirt.
Okay, well, yeah, that makes sense. I forget about that, but still.
DNA did determine that it was his own blood. So he was actually ruled out pretty quickly.
I mean, I guess him not having keys to the house, if he couldn't even find his cell phone, I'm sure he's not grabbing his keys to walk out the house either, so.
He's also been asleep for like 6 hours at this point.
Valid.
Friends and family of Amie heard the unfortunate news and instantly told detectives that there was only one person that could have done this. Only one person that Amie was scared of. But before I get too far into the story...
It wasn't Michael, I guess.
Who's Amie? Who the fuck is Amie?
I mean, I've kind of been wondering that the entire time here, but...
I jumped straight in.
You did.
I did for a reason, though. Okay? Amie was born in Sellersville, Pennsylvania on May 20th of 1981. She was adopted by Tom and Penny Harwick at 11 months old, and she grew up in Lansdale, Pennsylvania. Oh, last week was awesome.
We've been doing a lot in Pennsylvania. Yeah.
I didn't even piece that together till now.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay.
A lot of shit happens in Pennsylvania. Like, we've done other cases that also exist in Pennsylvania, too.
It's fine. It's fine. So, Penny and Tom also adopted a boy named Chris. The entire family was very close, and even though Amie and Chris were adopted, they were super close, and they acted just like biological siblings. Amie ended up graduating high school in 1999, which, awesome. Chris described Amie as such, quote, "She was an interesting character. She was into heavy metal and going to rock concerts." End quote. She somehow always managed to end up backstage or somehow meet the band members. She actually also turned Penny and Tom into metalheads.
Oh, I love this.
Hell yeah. After high school, she met Tommy Decker, a drummer at a local concert. They hit it off immediately and began dating long distance because he lived in LA. They had been together for 2 years, and Amie decided she wanted to move to LA to be with him. So she moved to LA in 2001.
Okay.
They ended up getting married, but sadly they divorced after 3 years of marriage. From there, she really just wanted to focus on herself. She got into modeling, and she even...
Like, which isn't hard because, I mean, look at her.
Oh my gosh.
And she was in LA, so I guarantee you that took like 0.2 seconds.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna get into this with you guys. But if you are just listening to audio right now, you guys, please go check out the pictures that we have, because she's drop dead gorgeous. Like, jet black hair. She's gorgeous, and she always had on like bright red lipstick.
Yes.
That was like perfect for her.
I love that.
She's beautiful.
The ones who can wear the bright red lipstick. So jelly.
Honestly, everyone can wear it. People are just scared to. Don't be scared to wear the red lipstick. Wear it. Wear it. Anyway, she got into modeling, like I said, and she even really liked going to and participating in burlesque shows. She was also a fire eater.
No way.
Which is awesome.
That's so cool.
She was also super into photography. She was just out living her best life.
Yeah.
She was actually a Playboy model under the name Nicolette Novak. Again, look at her. Look at her.
She does have that very
Sultry,
2000s Playboy bunny vibe to her, with that touch of like that 80s body of like the higher hip and the way that she could wear things. Yeah, I can definitely see that she was very on par for Playboy.
Absolutely. So then in 2009, she met a gentleman named Gareth Pursehouse. He was a photographer and she was a model and dancer, so they would just keep bumping into each other at all these like lavish LA parties. People described Gareth as goofy, kind of dorky, but charming. He wasn't the musician that she would normally go for, which isn't like a horrible thing. They dated for 2 years, and Amie ended up breaking it off with him.
Okay.
Yeah. After the relationship ended, she decided she wanted to go to college and get her degree. She earned a BA in psychology from California Polytech University and a master's in clinical psychology from Pepperdine University.
Okay.
And she earned her PhD in human sexuality from the Institute for Advanced Study of Human Sexuality.
I love this. She's like...
She's a whole ass doctor.
She's a whole ass package.
Yeah.
Like brains and
Beauty.
Just the whole thing.
Yeah.
I love this. I love this.
Yes. She used her PhD to become a licensed marriage and family therapist. She specialized in sex and relationship counseling. She worked with clients facing anxiety, trauma, domestic violence, sex addiction, identity issues, and more. She also wrote a book.
Holy shit.
I know. It was called The New Sex Bible for Women, The Complete Guide to Sexual Self-Awareness and Intimacy in 2014.
Okay. Like, did she sleep?
I have no idea. She shared her expertise through podcasts, TV, and a YouTube channel focused on healthy sexual self-expression and boundaries.
Oh my god, she's like the modern day sex talk with Sue.
Yes. Actually, you can still find videos and everything like that on YouTube.
I love this.
I know. Again, she specialized in relationships, trauma, and abuse recovery. Amie used her platform to help people reclaim their bodies, their boundaries, and their lives. She was also so passionate about social justice. She volunteered with a company with a company called Pineapple Support, offering mental health services to adult performers in the
Okay.
sex industry, and served on the board of Rock to Recovery, using music therapy to support people in recovery.
Why do I feel like her and Bunny, Jelly Roll's wife, would be like a bestie
Besties?
power team?
Oh my god,
The
I can't even
things they
imagine.
could have done together. Oh my gosh.
Dr. Amie Harwick wasn't just a therapist. She was a force. A complete
Yeah.
badass. So now, let's fast forward just a little bit to 2017. Amy's at a party in Hollywood, and there's a guy across the room that she just keeps catching eyes with. It was like there was a magnet between them and pulling them together. They talk, they laugh, they have a great night, and by the end of the night, they've exchanged numbers and can't wait to start talking and seeing each other more. With such
I don't like the way you're saying this.
I'm just really excited to say this to you because I know what your reaction's going to be. With such an intense and immediate reaction to one another, Amie started dating Mr. Drew Carey. So Amie and Drew had a beautiful relationship. And on New Year's Eve in Paris, Drew proposed to Amie under the Eiffel Tower. She obviously said yes.
Yeah.
He even brought her out on one of the episodes of The Price is Right, because that's what he's still currently doing, so they could publicly announce their engagement. It was so precious. There's still videos of that too. Unfortunately, she ended up calling off their engagement because she was worried about the fame and what it was going to lead to. It was a good split. They were both fine. It was just sad.
That's all she's got today for you.
What most people didn't know was that Amie had her own history of abuse. And she didn't hide from it. She used it as fuel. But she was worried that being thrust into the limelight with Drew, that someone was watching. Someone she was actually very scared of. And I know I've kept you hanging on this one, so let me tell you who I'm talking about.
Please do.
I'm actually surprised you haven't caught on yet.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
have a guess.
Yep.
Let's go back to Mr. Gareth Pursehouse
Yeah.
and his relationship with Amie.
I thought that's where we were going to go back to.
I mean, I said his full name,
Yeah.
so
That was an indicator there.
it was. I was throwing tidbits at you.
You were.
I was throwing it.
You were.
So, he may have come off as charming, quirky, and sweet, but behind closed doors, he was possessive, emotionally unstable, and, in Amy's words, abusive.
Okay.
There were numerous police reports about him hitting her with a closed fist, and there was even a report about him choking her. She would also always take pictures and keep evidence of everything.
Good job, Amy. Good job.
Amie told her parents that her home was broken into at one point, and the only things taken were personal photos of her. And another time, her computer was completely wiped clean. She believed...
That's weird.
Yeah. She believed it was Gareth, but unfortunately there was no proof, like solid proof.
I mean, I guess I could see you doing that if you didn't know where the pictures were, and that was just a good, like... Or if
Why
you
would you
thought...
wipe it? That's just weird.
I don't know. I feel like her phone would be more...
But if she wasn't home,
yeah.
I don't
It's
know.
still weird. Maybe it's just like, you know, like taking the batteries out of the remote. Like, what's the most inconvenient thing to do to somebody when you break into their house? And yes, he had an objective, but he was also like, what's something small I could do that, like, won't get me in trouble, but just really inconvenient? Oh, let's erase her computer.
That's kind of genius.
You know what I mean, though? Like, all the left shoes, batteries out of the remote.
Those are things you can rebuy, though.
I know,
you
but it's
can't
inconvenient.
Replace everything on your computer.
I know, but it's inconvenient.
We're not going to go further. We're not giving you guys ideas. Amie filed not one, but 2 restraining orders against him.
Damn.
That's not a small thing. You don't get multiple restraining orders without a history of serious concern.
It's hard to get one restraining order.
Period. However, the last restraining order she had expired in 2015, and Amie thought it was over and moved on with her life at that point.
I'm gonna need y'all to keep renewing those restraining orders as long as you can.
Yeah. But unfortunately, it wasn't over. Gareth did not move on. He just went quiet.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, so he just went quiet until he saw her again. January 17th of 2020.
I knew it was going to be 2020. I just knew.
Nearly a decade after they last spoke, Amie and Gareth ran into each other at an adult video award show. Hey. He was working as a photographer, and she was just there, living her life because she's a therapist to most of these people.
And used to be heavily in the industry.
Yeah. I mean, ultimately, I guess, just on a different side of it, she's still heavily into it now. So, I don't know. Gareth saw her, confronted her, loud, hostile, and so embarrassing.
In front of everyone?
In front of everyone. He was yelling how she ruined his life. He was apparently crying and making this huge scene. People noticed, obviously. Amie pulled him aside and basically jumped straight into therapist mode and was trying to calm him down and speak to him. She stayed and spoke to him for about an hour. Amie ended up just leaving after that, and she was completely shaken.
Well, yeah.
I understand also that a lot of people don't realize that when someone has a deep obsession with a person, that you should not engage them. Regardless of the situation or place you're in.
Yeah, once you said that she talked to him for an hour, I was like, oh no.
Bad.
She should have known. But also, that's so hard because as for one, as a victim, you need to know as much as you can know because he's been silent for so long. But also as a therapist, you should know this is not what you should be doing.
You give someone an inch, they're going to take a mile.
And she gave him an hour.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought you were going to say 15 minutes max.
No. The thing is, though, they were also still in public, so there was many witnesses to this.
Yeah, but
to a point.
He saw it more so as
But yeah, when you give this person, persons, that kind of attention, they're going to see it as an opening. And, oh boy, did Gareth take this as an opening. The very next day, he found her number online.
Jesus Christ.
He sent her a series of text messages, and he would even call to leave her voicemails of him crying and begging to speak to him.
Bruh.
You can actually find recordings of these.
Shut the fuck up.
Voicemails as well, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. She told multiple people that she was scared, obviously.
Obviously, because he's freaking terrifying.
She said, quote, "I think he's going to hurt me," end quote. She even told her mother, "If something happens to me, it was Gareth."
Listen, if you have to utter that phrase, I need you. I mean, this one she couldn't do anything, but when the people utter that phrase about their significant other or something, run.
She did end up blocking his number, and she started sharing her location immediately with her mom, friends, and she even bought some pepper spray. She thought about trying to get another restraining order, but she was scared the police wouldn't do anything since he hadn't been physically violent.
Yeah, which is you can have all the contact in the world, but unless there's been a physical contact, you won't get the restraining order.
Gareth was the person that many people told the police to look into, and that he was most likely the one that killed her. Within 13 hours of her death, they descended upon Gareth's home to arrest him.
Damn.
Yeah.
Not just take him in for questioning, not to talk to him. We are arresting this motherfucker.
And of course he played
13 hours.
13 hours. And of course he played I don't know what you're talking about. I just saw her that time and I've let it go, blah, blah, blah.
You let it go?
He tried. But when they met with him, he had a fresh black eye and scratches on his face that he tried to say was from a home renovation. There
What
was
kind of home renovation ends in scratches on your face unless you are cleaning out?
in a black eye.
Yeah, I mean, unless we were cleaning out some like under graves, like in the back of a church in some crawly spaces. Nope.
There was also a very large, fresh bite mark on his bicep. He also had a cut on him. I can't confirm if it was an arm or a leg that the cut was on. I couldn't find for sure confirmation. But he had a cut on him that looked like it had been like from glass.
But can we just have a round of applause for our true crime girly Amie for doing everything she can to get different pieces of her on him? Scratching, we've got DNA under the nails, we got scratch marks, bite marks, now we're comparing dental records. Oh, our girl. Yes.
He was let out on a $2 million bond.
Who the fuck paid that?
I don't know. But then pretty much like as soon as he got out, they went back and rearrested him.
Ooh, for what?
Her murder.
Just the murder again? Okay.
They were like, actually, let's go back. Because they got a lot more evidence. A lot more.
Okay.
They went back and looked at some more of the evidence from her house and noticed that one of the glass panels on the French door on her patio had been broken.
So that's what Michael heard when he thought it was the cat knocking something over.
They also checked the surveillance footage from the neighbors that showed someone who looked extremely close in build, weight, height, and facial features to Gareth, walking up and actually blocking the camera with his
was
hand.
that the this motion that I did when I saw the hand? Because
Yeah.
it looked like he looked like he had spirit fingers.
Spirit fingers. He also was wearing gloves.
Yeah.
I want to trust that.
So we have gloves on, but we don't have anything to cover our face. Okay. 2020 with Ring doorbell cameras out the ass everywhere.
They also searched his house and they found zip ties, syringes, and other tools. So clearly, this wasn't like a spur of the moment outburst.
Who the fuck does he think he is, Dexter?
Fucking seems like it, dude. So, Gareth was arrested and charged with first-degree murder and residential burglary. Due to the nature of the crime, which included lying in wait, he became eligible for the death penalty.
Word.
Yes. I'll lay everything out for you here in a moment, but first, remember this was February of 2020.
Yeah.
So you know what that means.
Oh, shit.
COVID. COVID delayed a lot of things, but the legal system seemed to be dragging its feet on this one more than most. His defense had filed motion after motion, and the trial just kept getting pushed back.
Do you want to know why we probably didn't follow this case as closely when it was unfolding as we did?
COVID?
No.
We were busy
Gannon.
with...
Gannon went missing
actually
in
makes so much
February.
sense.
We were literally so focused on Gannon that we never would have even seen that.
That makes so much
Like, if we did, it was a blurt, but we were so, like, where is he? Because we were in the thick of it, of him being missing, all of the stuff.
That's true. Well, it was in our backyard.
Yeah, and I think
So-
that's why that we were so...
And Tiger King, don't forget about him.
Well, Tiger King came a little bit later, a couple months, like a month or two later.
But yes, I know exactly where. That actually makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Because
Because I was like, where were we for all of this? And, like, this would
Yeah.
have been in all of our stuff.
yes,
But no, we were focused on finding Gannon.
it makes
And
so
then-
much sense.
And then Suzanne.
Yeah, Suzanne did happen in May. Yeah.
It makes so much sense.
Yeah, I was really focused in Colorado at that time.
Yeah.
I'm
I get
sitting
it.
here, I'm like, gosh, that year, it's so recent. I don't know why I was thinking that this was like,
A while back.
a
Yeah.
few more years ago than 2020.
Finally, in August of 2023,
Okay, Jesus Christ. But I mean, yeah, that is how long it took a lot of things to happen.
trial began. Penny, Tom, and Chris sat through every single second of that trial. And there was a small army of Amy's friends that also filled the courtroom every single day.
Hell yeah.
You know how you told me to hold anger? You're going to need both hands, babe. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't have to hold him. It's going to be a while. You're going to be upset. I mean, I said this a couple episodes ago, and I'm going to say it now. I need you to buckle up. Thank you.
We're going to do a 4-point because, you know.
Perfect. During opening statements, the defense brought up that Amie definitely committed suicide.
The fuck? Because you know, when I commit suicide, I strangle myself first,
Absolutely.
and then I throw myself off the balcony.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah, so they brought up that she definitely committed suicide because she was just trying to get away from Gareth. That she purposely threw herself off of the balcony. They mentioned how they hired an accident reconstruction specialist to recreate with a dummy her falling from the balcony. They also pulled up a picture of her posing on the balcony to show how comfortable she was on the railing. Basically, they were saying, yeah, he was in the house, but he didn't kill her.
He just, opened the sliding glass door in her room and startled her off the railing of the balcony like she likes to sit on.
Of course. Let me tell you about the picture that was painted from prosecution. Amie was out with friends that night at a burlesque show for the majority of the night. She was actually on video, that Ring video, leaving her house around 7 p.m.
Okay.
Gareth came to her house around 9 p.m., blocked the camera, trying not to be seen, broke the glass door on her French doors to get in. And that was the sound that Michael heard, thinking it was the cat.
So while you're going over that, I was like, but she wasn't home. And he didn't wake up too much later. And then I remembered. He just heard that. And then later he heard it at 1 a.m. Yep, got you.
Gareth.
Homeboy just laid in wait?
Gareth then went and laid in Amie's bed waiting for her. That is why her bed was unmade. He laid in her bed for 4 hours.
He didn't more than lay in his bed.
Waiting for her to come home. Then when she finally got home, she walked into her room, saw him there. She screamed and threw her phone at him, and he attacked her, choking her, strangling her, and doing what he could to have control over her.
So Michael trying to call her phone would have done jack fucking shit.
Why would he try to call her phone? Why wouldn't he call the police from his phone?
Okay, because if he didn't run upstairs to go check on her, I don't know what else he was looking for his phone for.
To call the cops.
But that's also, yes, that's the first thing he did once he got out there, but I feel like he should have ran upstairs and helped her.
I agree. I'm on your side about this. Especially because he's only heard about Gareth. He never actually met Gareth.
Which is valid. I'm just saying.
I agree, though. Also, I want you to think about this really quick. Gareth was upstairs for 4 hours while Michael was downstairs asleep. Granted, Gareth probably didn't
did Gareth even know?
No. Neither
He's
of
a
them
horrible
knew.
stalker.
Neither of them knew that they were... that's just creepy. That's fucking creepy.
It is creepy. But also, that's so creepy. I'm gonna lay in your bed. Not the closet, not behind the door.
In her bed.
In your bed.
Just in her bed.
My dumb ass would have fell asleep.
Same.
I would have accidentally fallen asleep.
For sure.
Who knows? He could have fallen asleep and then her scream scared the shit out of him.
And then hurt her, yeah. Regardless, she fought back. And she fought back hard.
Yeah, you did, Amie.
But unfortunately, he was much bigger than her. But you can bet, I'm taking a line from someone else right now. You can fucking bet that if he didn't surprise her like that, she would have kicked his fucking ass.
Damn straight she would have.
Prosecutor said that he had strangled her with her rosary. He heard Michael yell, didn't realize someone else was in the house, panicked, lifted her over the balcony, and dropped her to her ultimate death. Something I have left out, but I've mentioned...
Go ahead.
Was the syringe full of yellow/brown shit that they found. They originally thought it was heroin, but learned that Amie was completely sober. She didn't even drink, and sent it off to a lab for it to come back, and it's liquid nitrogen. Or not nitrogen. Oh my god. Liquid nicotine. I'm sorry. I don't know where nitrogen came from in my head. if you get liquid nicotine in large enough doses straight into your bloodstream, it's lethal. And if that happened, it could have taken forever to figure out what actually killed her. Anywho, they think that when he threw her body over the balcony, that the syringe fell out because that's where they found him.
Yeah. That's crazy. So he just really wanted to just whoop, and then be done. But
Defense tried to say that he brought the liquid nicotine with him because he was planning on killing himself in front of her with it. I know. I'm aware.
you
I'm
know,
aware.
sometimes I think that it would be really fun to be a defense attorney just to see what kind of story you could spin and come up with to try to defend
To see if
somebody.
anyone actually fucking believes it.
I honestly, because they have to defend them and they have to do it, I feel like it is finding the most reachiest reach of reaches and going for it. But you have to say it with your chest.
So then Gareth was actually caught on the neighbor's camera again, hopping over Amy's fence.
But he didn't cut himself doing it, did he?
He did not. No.
I don't think that's the same fence, though, because didn't he jump another, like a neighbor's fence or something to try to get in?
It was
not her fence. Or
It was the same fence.
the same fence. Okay, connected.
He was wearing gloves.
He was wearing gloves.
Oh, yeah.
He also...
And they looked more like yard work gloves than they looked like
Yeah, they were definitely
latex.
gardening.
Yeah, they looked like they were
definitely
like thicker gardening gloves than like, let's not leave our prints on a crime scene.
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much. So, for 10 days, prosecutors showed gruesome evidence, as well as called many witnesses, her roommate Michael being one of them. He talked about how Amie was worried that the French doors were easy to break in from, and she even met with a handyman to get the doors changed.
She was also had a male roommate,
I know.
like to even help, but he didn't know about him.
I know. Well, he knew
About him, but he hadn't
a
seen him.
sense.
Yes, okay.
like to a point he knew about him.
You said at the beginning that the police found no signs of forced entry.
Because they didn't notice the broken window at first.
Ah,
Yeah. They went back and looked at it and was like, oh.
got it.
It was probably after Michael's story about hearing the glass breaking and the fact that they didn't have any broken, like they were like, oh.
Yeah. So I know I said that this is probably my best writing. I take it back because I've already forgotten shit to tell you that
But
I
it
didn't
also,
put in here.
what, he broke the sliding glass door? Or
It was just French doors.
just the French doors?
So remember how I told you there was droplets of blood? The DNA match was Gareth.
Okay.
So he cut himself, and there was droplets of blood next to the broken glass. So that's
Gotcha.
how they kind of pieced it together eventually. I also didn't put this in here, which makes me feel really bad. I know we've been talking shit on Michael.
I'm not really talking shit on Michael, just...
I'm upset. I was upset.
I was upset because I thought that he was a lot more guilty than he was, and also, like, I don't know, just...
I also, as a lot of people, when it comes to, like, fight or flight, are flighters. I'm a fighter.
He's a flighter. I realized that with the way that he kept running, like... He was like, I need another adult. I need a bigger adult. I need somebody else to help me with this. I'm not doing this.
He needs an adult that can successfully adult. Yes.
And I also, like... I understand whatever was happening upstairs got scary as fuck.
Absolutely.
And he thought he could just run next door to get help real quick.
I also want to stress, she was on the 3rd floor.
Yeah.
And he's on the ground floor. There's
Yeah.
a full floor between them. So it was fucking loud.
Yeah.
However, Michael suffers from survivor's guilt so bad.
I bet.
And I feel for him. I
yeah.
really do.
Oh, I bet. Because we've already said 8 different ways this could have gone, and I...
Throughout all of my research, I only saw him do one singular interview. Because he just...
Yeah.
can't.
I understand that.
I get it. So, Michael,
We feel you.
We
We
have
get
your
it.
back.
We just had to talk through all the things first.
I question your judgment. Like,
But it was also 1 o'clock in the
little bit.
morning. He woke up out of a dead sleep.
we get it though, and we hope you're okay.
Yeah.
So, prosecution also played a call from Gareth.
Was he crying in it?
No,
Oh.
it was to one of his friends. They did play
We
that.
weren't crying, so yeah.
It was to one of his friends while he was in jail.
Oh, I love these. These
And
are
he
always a good
said,
one.
okay, you guys can go hear this. I will never forget hearing his voice saying this, and it grosses me out a little. Quote, I guess I'm officially a bad boy now.
Ugh. Oh, God.
Yeah. And then him and his friend sat there and was like laughing it up a little bit, and he continued saying, quote, shit's not great. I'm not getting out of here. End quote.
Gross.
Guess I'm a bad boy now, Jackie.
Ugh. Oh, God.
Prosecution rested after 10 days, and it was time for the defense to call their accidental specialist up as a witness. But they suddenly rested without calling a single witness.
Oh. That's interesting.
Yeah.
We're in our whole opening statements about how it was an accident.
Crazy, right?
Okay.
So, do you have your bowls ready? Your bowl of anger? So during closing arguments, the defense completely abandoned the balcony accident thing, then went on to say, quote, I hope you're ready for this.
I'm not ready for this.
We don't know who initiated the physical confrontation. It is just as likely, if not likelier, she preemptively attacked Gareth Pursehouse in order to subdue him because she was afraid of him. End quote.
Well, thank you very much, defense, for helping the prosecution out, because we have so much evidence that he started everything. It was self-defense. She had 2 restraining orders against him, and she had more voicemails and stuff afterwards. It was automatic self-defense the second he was in her bed.
Right. So, like, what they're trying to say
Yes, is that...
is a 115-pound woman definitely attacked and tried to subdue a man who is 6'4" and 230 pounds.
But he was using self-defense because he was scared.
For being
his
in
life.
her house.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yes. I'm pretty sure that you're not allowed to use self-defense after you break into somebody else's house. I mean, just...
So prosecutors pulled out the big guns and read an email Amie sent herself hours after the incident from the night that they ran into each other in January. Quote, tonight I felt very scared. Gareth came up behind me and started screaming. I'm pretty nervous that I'm more on his radar now. It terrifies me that he is obsessed with me for 9 years. He is focused on harming me. They said that is the closest to a victim testifying in their own murder. Maybe one day we will actually talk about the case that someone did actually testify.
The only person who has testified in her own murder trial.
Maybe
and
one day we'll
one
do
day
that for
whenever
you
I
guys.
can talk about that case without bawling my eyes out.
Do you want me to do it?
I mean, I don't do it with you, but it's just...
That's a hard...
It was hard to watch the documentary on it.
I forced Derek to watch it.
Yeah, Mike had to watch it with me. Mm-hmm.
It's bad.
Yeah, and I still even get choked up talking, like, about it.
Yeah. So, the jury deliberated for 2 days.
Okay.
Gareth Pursehouse was found guilty for first-degree murder with the special circumstance of lying in wait. In the context of murder, if you don't know what this is, lying in wait refers to a specific legal concept where a killer ambushes their victim for a concealed position, often with the intent to inflict surprise and maximize the impact of the attack. This act of lying in wait can elevate a murder to first degree, meaning it was planned and deliberate rather than a spontaneous act, which means he was up for the death penalty.
Yeah.
And with everything that they found, everything that the text, the calls, God, the restraining orders, everything, They knew it was premeditated and planned.
Yeah.
But he didn't plan on her fighting for her fucking life.
They usually don't.
Usually not, yeah. He was actually also charged with first-degree residential burglary.
Okay.
So 2 months later, they finally had sentencing. He was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole.
Fuck yeah.
No death penalty.
I mean, we talk about it every episode. It's brought up, and the death penalty is always a toss-up, whether you're going to get it or not.
I know.
Damn humans and their morals.
I know. Amie's death isn't just a tragedy. It's a failure of policy, of protection, and of prevention. She did everything right. She left. She reported. She warned people, and still no one could stop him.
She had restraining orders. She had a male roommate. She had her location on. She was telling people. She was emailing people. Like, once again, she did everything right.
Restraining orders expire, but stalkers don't. The system treats obsession like it's a phase, not a threat. There are thousands of women just like Amie living with fear, constantly looking over their shoulders, waiting for help that may never come. Amie's case made headlines, but most don't.
Yeah. It's unfortunate.
Amie's loved ones have refused to let her story fade. They created the Dr. Amie Harwick Foundation to raise awareness about domestic violence, stalking, and the broken systems meant to protect survivors. Even Drew Carey, her ex-fiance, publicly grieved for her. He actually, after he heard the news, he was supposed to go film The Price is Right and was like, I can't.
Yeah, I remember he take off like a couple weeks,
just a couple weeks.
easily. Yeah, I do remember. I remember the headlines about her, and it was his ex-fiance and all that, and I do remember him taking some time off. It's just
I know. So he said, quote, Amie was a beautiful person who loved life. She should still be with us. He also posted a tweet with a picture of them saying, quote, I hope you're lucky enough to have someone in your life that loves as much as she did. He also shared a petition called Justice for Amie. It was directed at California local and state legislators, stating that Amie was murdered as a result of poor laws not protecting the victims and treating the offenders. So they were calling for reform. On Amie's memorial page that you can find in the show notes, there's also a spot where friends were, well, I guess they still are, raising money to build a statue of her.
oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. Now, this is one of your favorite parts, even though you don't know about her that much. I want to talk about all things Amie.
I know, we haven't had one of those in a minute just because I think Cindy's song was like one of our last ones that we had that on because our other ones, it's hard.
It is hard. I'm going to tell you about her, but I'm actually going to read it directly from her obituary.
Sometimes it just comes best from the people who knew her the best.
Absolutely. Okay. You ready for this?
I'm not, but I'm really excited to hear about her.
Yeah. Amie loved music, especially heavy metal. She was as comfortable in a mosh pit as she was dancing with her mom on stage with the Beach Boys. Amie was a model for Sorry, that was cute. Sorry. Amie was a model for Stop Staring Clothing and Coffin Case. She authored a book, created podcasts, and wrote magazine articles. She was also a personal trainer and released an exercise video. She loved horror movies, collecting taxidermy, and many objects in formaldehyde jars.
I love her.
Same. Amie was quirky and fun. The camera loved her, and she was becoming a photographer herself. Amie loved her family. Her favorite visit every year was the annual CBD, Cookie Baking Day, when she could see all of her cousins, aunts, parents, brothers, nephews, and nieces. Of course, the visit always included cheesesteaks, pork roll, and Lebanon bolognese.
Ooh, okay.
I know.
Okay.
The family has asked that contributions be made in Amie's memory to Rock to Recovery, which uses the healing power of music to help people receiving treatment for addiction, trauma, and mental health concerns. Yeah.
She's a pretty incredible human. She
Oh my
did so
gosh.
much in the short time that she was here.
Yeah.
I mean, not super short, but
Yeah. She was 38.
38, yeah. I mean, she was
She
so
didn't look
young.
it.
No, not at all. She did so much in those 38 years.
I know. I know. I can honestly see why Drew fell for her so quickly
Oh,
and
yeah.
so hard.
Just a very genuine person
Yeah.
and seemed so fun, seemed to match his personality really well.
Yeah. But I personally feel that Drew Carey is one of the most genuine people. So, like,
Yes, that's why I'm like, I feel that. They are
yes,
very genuine
absolutely.
people who go together.
Yes. So, I'm very happy to say, but it saddens me at the same time, that we did get justice for Amie.
I also, yes, we did get justice for her. But it makes me wonder. She was scared of the marriage with Drew because of all the fame and Gareth being able to have more access to her, I guess, publicly. But also, wouldn't that have brought her a little bit more security?
That was my thought.
Not just like, but I'm also wondering if she used that as an excuse because she was trying to protect Drew. Like she didn't want him to get
Maybe.
hurt, him to get dragged into this, his career to get dragged into this.
Maybe.
So like that's where I'm at. Because when you said that, I was like, I see that, but also at the same point, I feel like that would have offered her more protection because now she is married to Drew Carey. And if she has somebody doing these things and having these explosions on her, like that's a whole other power circle to assist her in. He has different resources.
I agree.
I don't know. It's a catch-22 type thing. Like it could have made it worse, but it also could have given her more power to fight this.
Absolutely. I completely agree with that.
That was just an afterthought that I had.
I completely agree. I don't know. It breaks my heart.
It really does. I mean,
I don't
they're
know.
all avoidable murders, but
I also feel that, like, unfortunately, like, if you know certain people, like, if you're having people come to award shows, parties, things like that, like, specifically, like, Hollywood, if you have people coming to specific shows, like, I guess maybe you can't, but, like, do a background check maybe on the people you're
I mean,
hiring to
and
see
they
if
can
there's
also blacklist photographers and things like that. I feel like Drew Carey's circle would have had a lot more power to blacklist him, but that
I mean,
also could have made it worse.
if Drew, I mean, I'm sure Drew knew about him,
Yes.
but it had been 8 years at that time, seven,
Yeah.
8 years. So maybe they thought that everything was fine.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a hard one. You can't
Yeah,
determine for sure.
hindsight's a bitch.
It really is. It genuinely is. Amie was so vibrant and just so unique. She was my kind of girl. Dark hair, covered in tattoos. I genuinely wish that we could have met her because I just fucking know we would have been friends with her.
Oh, besties for sure.
Besties. She was the person people came to when they needed to heal. But in the end, she couldn't escape the very violence she worked so hard to help others survive. If you or someone you love is being stalked, threatened, or made to feel unsafe, please don't wait. Talk to someone, report it, document everything.
Yes, document. I mean, even if you think it's insignificant, it doesn't matter. Document it.
Yes. And do not stop talking about it until someone listens. Because silence doesn't stop a killer. And the system won't save you unless we demand that it does.
And don't be nice to them in public. Don't try to calm or chill out a situation by being polite in public, especially as women. We are raised to be polite no matter what and respectful and not make a scene and not do anything like that. But Amie knew that and she still politely pulled him to the side and talked to him for an hour. Being nice isn't going to help you here.
No.
You've got to make everyone aware that this is not normal. This is not okay.
I don't know if her making a scene at that time
that wouldn't have been the time, but her talking, but a lot of people knew from that. It's just Absolutely. Don't, if they approach you in public, don't try to be like, oh, yeah, I'll talk to you later.
God,
okay,
freezing.
Thanks.
If you need help, the National Domestic Violence Hotline is 1-800-799-7233. You can also find stalking resources at victimsofcrime.org. Or you can text Love is Respect, which is about dating abuse. Text Love is LOVEIS to 22522, or you can call them at 866-331-9474.
And you can also find them on our Instagram because we teamed up with them during Teen Domestic Violence Awareness Month.
Yes, we did.
And we did their whole month-long challenge of posts and pictures and stuff like that. So we also have a lot of their information on our Instagram and on our website as well.
Absolutely. You can also find all of these resources on our website. So now it's time for shameless plug.
Justice4podcast.com. Do you know what else is on there? Our merch.
Our merch. That at this point, all of our new merch has been released, and it's kind of great. There's not a lot. There's only like a couple of new ones.
Just a couple new things.
But they're awesome.
If you haven't looked in a minute, go look. Also, remember, click on the pictures. There's different colors. We have a wide range of sizes in almost everything that it's available in. And there's free shipping. Who doesn't love free shipping?
Absolutely.
Like,
I do.
It makes a difference when I go to buy something. If I don't have to pay for shipping, I'm definitely buying it.
I end up buying more. Like, have you ever seen that meme that's like, oh, $12 shipping? No thanks. But it's like, add $12 more and you get free shipping. Like, okay.
I guess I'll get that skirt. It's fine.
Yeah. Free shipping, guys. And our merch it's good fucking quality.
It is.
Too.
Thank those of you who have ordered it.
Yes.
And you guys are loving it. We've heard the quality's amazing. We've got to see it. So you guys are going to love it.
Yeah. And it's not just like clothes. We also have tumblers on there. We have candles.
We have mugs.
We have mugs. We got a lot of cool stuff. Go check it out. Go check it out, please. Yes. So I did not mention this earlier, but a lot of the information that I got within this was actually due to a 48-hour episode.
Nice.
Full episode dedicated specifically to Amie. That was also the only interview that Mike Harmon did.
Okay.
Was with them. And then, of course, there was all the interviews with her family and some friends, even some of her clients did interviews.
Oh, nice.
So she was such a loved person. And it just breaks my heart because she was doing so much good for this world.
Yeah.
In an industry that people think is shameful, she was trying to help them. And I loved that. So
I just feel like Bunny just picked up where she left off.
Hell yeah, Bunny. They would
I
totally
love her.
would have been besties.
They would have been besties. They would have made like a super podcast.
I would have loved that podcast.
Oh my gosh, it would have been so amazing.
It would have been great. But yes, that is all I have for you guys today. Do you have anything further?
I do not.
It's a
good one.
It's a good one.
It's a good one.
But it's a good one. Yeah. As soon as I came across it on a podcast I was listening to, and I was like, I texted you. I was like, so I'm going to do this episode. I was like, I have to, because it's just... It's intriguing.
It is so intriguing. And it's good to hear all the info about it because I do remember it as a little blip and a headline. But we were dealing with crazy Colorado cases at that time.
And then COVID on top of it. It was just a whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, thank you guys again for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please go leave us some reviews. Go comment on videos.
Like follow, share, subscribe, all the things.
All the things. Please go check out all the pictures from that. There's a lot. I actually left out so many pictures, and there's so many videos out there. But I already know this episode's long. There's a lot of information.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. It's a good one, though. Like, she was wonderful. So, have a fantastic week. We will see you again next week for another full dive. I don't know what we're doing yet. We're going to figure it out together.
We are, and you're going to like it.
You're going to like it.
You better. Okay.
We'll catch you guys next week. We love you. We'll talk to you later. Okay. Love you. Bye.